My hair is purple.
Surprise! People always ask us a bunch of questions, and we want to use this video to try and answer some of them. One of the most common ones we get is, where's your next stop? Or where are you going to go next? So how about Vermont?
Last night we stayed in Allis State Park in Randolph, Vermont. One of the attractions they have here is an old fire tower over there.
We're going to show you some of the places that are some of our favorites in Vermont, and we're also going to explore some new ones with you guys. Because we haven't been everywhere, but we have been to a few places that we really like. Places that are worth revisiting. I don't know how much we'll actually be able to see today because it's pretty overcast.
Don't look down.
So there's your little view from the top. If you notice the mountains are green, that's because Vermont is actually called the Green Mountain State. There's your little Mandy and Loki. Loki! Hello! Mount Sunapee is there. It's somewhere over there, but I think it's hidden behind the clouds. I've skied there. Killington is one of those. I think it's the tallest one. I skied there. I hiked Mount Adams, Mount Jefferson, Mount Washington, Mount Lafayette, Mount Lincoln, Liberty, Flume, Moosilauke. They're all over there somewhere, but you can't see them because there are clouds in the way. You gotta just take my word for it.
We came to Vermont because, one, we like it here, and two, there's a heat wave pretty much everywhere in the country, and it was a little bit cooler in Vermont.
Have you guys ever heard of the Northeast Kingdom? I haven't heard of it.
I had.
Oh. Well, you're just better than me.
No.
I just learned about it last weekend, and it was recommended to us to go check it out, so that's what we're gonna do. But first, let's get a beer. Come on, dude. Let's go.
On our way into Allis State Park, there was a sign saying floating bridge ahead. We didn't go that far. Luckily, the state park was before the floating bridge, so we didn't see it, but it had a legal load limit of 6,000 pounds, so our van would have been too heavy to drive over it anyway. So always be aware of road signs and weight limits when you're driving in remote areas. The brewery that we stopped at was called Hill Farmstead Brewery. It's in Greensboro Bend, Vermont. It's very scenic, so if you're nearby, check it out. What are you eating?
That's Molly.
How is it?
It's pretty good. Do you want some?
Sure. Is it authentic Vermont food?
Yeah. So we came to a new place that we've never been to. We're in Lyndonville, and there's a farmer's market that just opened as we were driving by, so we popped in and we got some vegetables for dinner. We got a tamale for lunch.
And we got some maple peanut butter cream for dessert.
The tamale's in here now, though.
It was a pretty good tamale.
Yeah, it was really good.
One of the other questions that we get quite frequently is, what do we do for work, or how do we afford van life? And we don't work currently. I did the contract in Arizona. I am a pharmacist. I am hoping to get another contract to just keep us going so we can do some long-term travel.
If any of you guys need my help and have money to give me for a few months before winter hits, then I'm down to do pretty much anything. I did do mechanical engineering, but I don't really want to do it anymore, although I would do it for a few months, but I don't think that that's really a thing. There's not really short-term mechanical engineering contracts. That would probably net me the most amount of money. So if you guys know of one that exists, let me know in the comments down below, because I would be happy to take it.
I guess to answer the question fully is that Rob and I sold our house and paid off a bunch of debt, student loans, a mortgage, what have you. We bought the van with the profit from the house sale. And then I continued working while he built out the van. So we just saved a bunch of money to be able to travel, and now...
And building the van ourselves saved us a boatload of money, probably on the order of like $100,000 as compared to buying one that was already built.
So now we are just living off savings and working when we need to and trying to keep the savings going. And we live kind of frugally, so we don't spend as much as we used to. We don't eat out a lot. We cook most of our own food. And we're just trying to live minimalist and travel while we can.
Now we are at Happy Hills Maple Farm in Lyndon or Lyndonville, Vermont. I'm not sure which it is, but they're right next to each other.
It's a harvest host, and like the name says, it is a maple farm. So tomorrow we are going to take a tour of the farm and learn about maple, because as you may or may not know,
it's a type of tree.
Vermont is very well known for their maple products.
If they didn't know that, then they're not well known for it.
You might not know anything about Vermont, but when people say Vermont, the first thing you should think of is maple.
Start over again.
We just left Happy Hill Farm. We just left Happy Hill Maple Farms. We got a tour of their facility this morning and sampled some of the products and purchased some to go. And now we are on the Mount Pisgah South Trail at Lake Willoughby.
What would you have done differently in your little van build?
Personally, I would opt for a thinner mattress.
I would have done it sooner.
Good point.
I would have also made the crossover pipe for the 2 water tanks a little bit larger diameter.
So we could fill it faster.
It's minor.
Is this the top?
No. This is just the intersection. The top's over there.
Made it. People often ask us if it is a Winnebago Revel, because the Revel has flares like we do, although they're different shape. They're not the same. And from the outside it looks very similar, but it's not a Revel. We built it ourselves.
We hiked all the way up to there somewheres. It's a maple flavored ice cream. Vermont classic, you gotta get one.
What's it called?
A maple creamy.
It's pretty good. This is what a typical morning is like in the van. We get ready, make the bed, put it up, drink our coffee here, and the dog patiently waits for his breakfast. He's such a good boy.
I got another question that we get asked all the time. Where's your favorite place you've been in your van?
I think I'm gonna go with the Grand Canyon. It was very grand.
I think my favorite place was Meadow Hot Springs in Utah. We found a sweet waterfall. This is Moss Glen Falls or it's just outside of Stowe, Vermont. This is one of the places that we haven't been to yet. And we didn't get any video of the waterfalls, but trust us, they're over there because Loki really wants to go back to the van and he's pulling that way only. But we saw the view for like a minute. We didn't get any video of the waterfall, but I did take this picture of it. So enjoy that, I guess. We're at Stowe. I can't do any skiing though, even though I have all my stuff with me.
We have been to Stowe before. Rob likes skiing here, but we've never been here in the summer. We explored downtown a bit earlier, and now Rob is looking for a ski helmet to protect his noggin.
I got my helmet to protect my noggin. Look at this box, it's like coffee stain and shiz. It was wicked cheap though, so worth it.
We're hoping to find a camp spot for tonight on this bumpy road. It's called Upper Michigan Road in Pittsfield, Vermont. This is one of the spots we have been to before. We were here once in the summer. It was one of our maiden voyages with our trailer that we built ourselves, and it's what prompted Sean and Jenny to buy a camper, because we just sat there and enjoyed the campsite while they were setting up their tent. And we've also been here in the winter, and by winter I mean October, with a foot of snow on the ground, and it was freezing cold with Brendan and Hannah, and it's when I invested in some warm winter boots. We found a spot, we got a pretty good one, and then we proceeded to make dinner because we were hungry. We got some steak and Brussels sprouts, maple glazed, and rice.
We didn't get to do much here at Upper Michigan Road because it's just been rainy and dreary and wet the whole time. And I put on my raincoat, and we put on Loki's raincoat to go outside for his morning pee, and he just laid down in his bed after I opened the door. So that's how today's going.
Another very Vermont thing is general stores. We are currently at one. This one is Singleton's general store.
This is one that we've been to before. We've been here numerous times. This is probably the thing we've done most often in Vermont, because the sandwiches and the bacon that they have here are some of the best that we've ever had. They do also have whiskey, guns, and ammo, sporting goods, licensing for hunting, Vermont cheeses, groceries, Vermont beers and ciders.
They also have clothing and footwear in case you're in need.
So far we got one package of bacon. Mandy's going in now, we'll see what she gets.
I got bacon, egg, and cheese on an English muffin. And maple garlic jerky, maple garlic teriyaki jerky, not turkey jerky.
Wow.
Maple garlic teriyaki jerky. And some kielbasa for dinner. I don't know if Rob told you, but they have their own smokehouse here, so that's what makes the bacon so good. From Singleton's, we went down to Brattleboro, and we were planning to spend some time there, but it was just too hot and humid, so we booked it back to New Hampshire to jump in the pool. Thanks for watching. If you guys like our videos, let us know. Subscribe, leave a comment, and until next time, thanks for stopping by.